Good morning and welcome to another vlog. For those who don't know me, I am Kieron and I read law at the University of Cambridge. Lectures begin. That's the main thing to say about this week. Lectures begin again, as does the supervisions. Mocks are over now; they're done. Now it's focusing on the lectures and focusing on the supervisions and the work that obviously that comes with that. For those who've watched my previous vlog, you'll know that I mentioned that I was going to go out the other night, and I did. We ended up going to Cindy's. That was nice. We had a good time there. We came back quite late. We had pretty much overall a good time. Today I've got a lecture for criminal law and a lecture for tort law. So I'll probably be heading to the Sidgwick site soon to obviously obviously read over the notes for the lectures, just so I'm familiar for what the lecture will go through, and then obviously attend the lectures and then come back to college to get on with some work, especially for the supervisions that I've got. So I shall see you later. The lectures are over. The criminal lecture looked at the defence of self-defence, and the tort lecture started to look at the law of private nuisance. Both are very interesting. I'm heading back to college now, probably get on with some work and then see what else is happening. So I did pretty much spend the afternoon just going through a few things, especially for the supervisions next week, for criminal law and for constitutional law. I also took the liberty of paying off, I needed to go to the finance office and pay off how much I needed to pay for the accommodation for this term, so that's all done and dusted. I also, during my time I was in the library, I stopped and went to the hall with friends to have some dinner, which was nice. And then I've just been getting on with work mainly. Making progress, but still plenty more to do. As you can tell by the overcoat, I've decided to go out. Some people are going out to Lola's, so after much deliberation, shall we say, I've decided to go out. So we're probably not for too long, because I do need some sleep, to get some sleep ideally. And I have a 9 o'clock lecture tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a good time, and I'll probably catch you tomorrow. Good morning. Last night was really good. It was good fun. As you can see, I am rushing, and the reason why I'm rushing is I had to wake up after the alarm, didn't I? So I'm rushing now to try and get to the 9 o'clock lecture. But I have texted my friend, to ask if he could make notes, just in case I can't make it. But I'm obviously doing my best to get there. But yeah, so there will be a constitutional lecture at 9, and then there is there's a civil law lecture afterwards at 10. So I shall see you later. So I did get something sorted for the constitutional lecture. My friend said he would take some notes and send them to me, and I did go to the cafe and read over the notes that the lecture would have gone through for constitutional law, where we're starting judicial review. And the civil law lecture started looking at the law of contracts. The lecture was really good. I like the style. So yeah, I'm going to head back to college now. Probably do some shopping actually on the way, because there's a few things I need to get in. They're just a bit empty for me, so I'll do that and then get on with some work. I managed to get some work done for the tort law in particular. Not a lot done, I got a little bit done. I am going to probably do some more work later on, but first, for those who watched my previous vlog, you'll know that I applied for one of the committees, the debates committee at the Cambridge Union. I got offered a position there, so I'm heading actually to our first meeting there to probably just discuss what our roles will be and things like that. So I'm going to head over there now. The meetings are free. Probably come back, get on with some more work, and then probably at some point go for dinner as well. So the meeting that I went to was very interesting. We just discussed like what our roles would be, what we'll be expected to do, things like that, and so that was quite good. And we've obviously been given assignments of what we need to do. Obviously I'm back at college now, as you can see. I did go and have dinner with my friends. Had fish and chips, which was nice, and now I'm just going to go back to the library and get on with some more work, particularly for constitutional law. So I did get the constitutional work that I wanted to get done, came back to my room, and I was actually thinking on the way back, we haven't actually had the fire alarm go off where we need to actually go out of our rooms and meet out in the area that we need to meet. And what happened just before, between 11 and 12, the fire alarm went off. So we had to leave, we had to obviously meet up, check everyone was there, and then we obviously just come back to our rooms just now. So, typical. But yes, I'll probably be going to bed now. More work to obviously get on with tomorrow, but I hope obviously also to, we've got dinner on the evening, and we have a bop on the evening as well. So I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning, and it is Saturday. So like I said before, there are quite a few things happening today, including the bop that's this evening. But first of all, I've got quite a bit of work that I need to get on with. So particularly obviously preparing for the supervisions for criminal and for constitutional law next week, and other bits of pieces of work, and getting ahead a little bit on other pieces of work as well. So I shall see you later. So the good news is that I was able to get the work that I wanted to get done in the library. It did take a while, but I did get it done in the end. I've come back to my room now, and the reason for that is we're going to be making some dinner now together. What we normally do every Saturday is, as a group, we make something together, and then we eat together, which is always a lovely thing to be able to do. So I think we're making pasta today, and we'll be making that soon. And then later on tonight we've got the bop. For those who don't know what bops are basically kind of like essentially like a disco kind of like party that we've got this evening. The theme that they've got for it is the birds and the bees. That's just what the idea they had for it. So there's that later on, which should be fun as well. Good morning, and the dinner last night was delicious. We did indeed have pasta and a nice tomato sauce with it, which was lovely, and the bop afterwards was fantastic. It was really good music, and it was just a good time. Today I'll probably be going to the library soon just to get on with some more work, especially for the supervisions next week. But we've also got brunch this morning, which will be nice as well. So I shall catch you later. Brunch was delicious as always, and I managed to get some more work done in the library, particularly for my constitutional supervision. I'm just heading to the shops now, and I was going to make some tea, but then I did realise I didn't have any bread buns, so I'm going to go and get some now, and then have something to eat, and then get on with some more work in the library. Managed to get the bread buns, so that's all done, and I managed to get quite a bit of work done in the library. It is quite late now. I'm having a nice cup of tea, might watch a couple of YouTube videos, but then probably go to bed soon, because I have got lectures tomorrow, so I shall probably see you tomorrow. Good morning, and it is Monday. Today I've got just two lectures on today. I've got a lecture for tort law, and a lecture for constitutional law, so I'm heading over there to Sidwick site now, get something to eat, and then get ready for those lectures, and then probably head back to college for some work. So I'll probably see you later. That's the lectures over for today. The constitutional lecture continued on with judicial review, and the tort lecture continued on with nuisance. So that's done now. I'll head back to college now, have something to eat, and then probably get on with some more work, because obviously I've got that supervision for constitutional law tomorrow. It is normally on a Wednesday, but I've got it on tomorrow instead, but I'll explain why later on. I've actually just been at the shops and I had to get a few things in, particularly this. I'll need that for my laundry, which the laundry segment will be coming up later on, so don't miss that. Had dinner, which was nice. I'm probably just going to go back to the library now and get on with some more work and probably read over my notes, particularly for the constitutional supervision that is tomorrow. I did manage to get a little bit more work done. Certainly I managed to just quickly go over my notes for the supervision tomorrow and just make sure that I had everything I needed and that I had answered the questions as best as I could. I will go over that tomorrow, because the supervision is not till I think it's after 6, and that's at Hughes Hall tomorrow, and that'll be for constitutional law. I've got that tomorrow, and I've got lectures on tomorrow as well, so it's quite a busy day tomorrow. But yes, I've managed to get some things done today, but obviously I'll continue with the work tomorrow. So yes, I'll catch you tomorrow. Good morning, and it is Tuesday. I've got 2 lectures on. I've got a lecture for civil law and a lecture for criminal law at Sidwick site, so I'll be heading over there soon. And then, like I said, I've got a supervisions this evening for constitutional law. It's on a Tuesday today rather than a Wednesday, which is when it normally is. Why? You'll have to wait a little bit longer, and I'll tell you why later. So yes, 2 lectures and a supervision, but obviously I'll need to use the afternoon to get on with some more work, but also read up and make sure I'm prepared for the supervision. So I shall see you later. That's the lectures over for another day. The civil law lecture continued on looking at the law of contract, which was quite interesting actually, because the lecturer got students to do some practical demonstrations, shall we say, which was quite fun and unexpected, but that was good. And then the criminal lecture continued with self-defence. So I'll probably head back to college now and get on with some more work, and I also need to obviously read up on my supervision notes for my constitutional supervision this afternoon. I've read over the notes that I need to read over for the constitutional supervision, which I'm just about to head over to now. For those who don't know what supervisions are hour-long sessions where the supervisor will go through any work that they have set for in advance, any reading that they've set in advance, any cases. Obviously, for me as a law student, that they've set in advance. We might discuss cases. We'll discuss the questions, like I said, and we'll just talk about different things. If we've got any questions that we want to ask, the supervisions are a perfect opportunity for us to get anything clarified, to get anything checked, to get anything, if you're unsure about anything, whatever it is. It's just a good opportunity for you to ask them questions as well as the supervisor asking you questions. So I'm going to head over now. My supervision is at Hughes Hall, so I'm going to head over there now. Probably get something to eat on the way back, and then get on with some more work, especially obviously for my supervision for criminal law tomorrow. I've survived the first supervision for Lent term. We focused on the executive and parliament, so we discussed things like the use of the prerogative power, which was quite interesting, and that supervision did, I think, help clarify a few things that for me I was unsure about. I managed to get something to eat afterwards as well, and then I went to the library and just did some work. I did a little focus on tort law a little bit, but obviously I'll need to prepare for my criminal law supervision tomorrow. I've started also watching, I think it's a new show on a new TV series on Amazon Prime. So something else to binge watch. Now I've watched The Good Wife and Suits. So yes, it's been quite a productive day today. Tomorrow, again it'll be productive. I've got a supervision tomorrow, and I've got something else on the evening. But you'll have to just wait a little bit longer, and I'll tell you what it is. So I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to the best segment of the vlog, that is the laundry vlog. I've got my bag of laundry behind me. I've got my £2 that I need, so I'll put the clothes into the machine, put my £2 in, and wait for 36 minutes, roughly about 36 minutes, and then I'll come down and collect those clothes and then hang them up in my room. The clothes are hung up behind me, as you can see. Now today I normally have now say last time I had a lecture for criminal law, but this term that isn't the case. So what I'll probably be doing today is probably go to the library and just be focusing on all the work that I need to do, including obviously all the questions that I need to complete, and obviously reading over my notes in preparation for the criminal law supervision this afternoon. So I'll probably see you later. I'm just about to head over to my criminal law supervision. It is in college this time, so I don't have to travel too far, which is quite good. We're looking at things like intoxication, automatism and insanity, which should be quite good. And then afterwards I'll probably just get on with making more notes, especially for the supervisions that I've got next week, which will be for tort law and for civil law, which is the law that that was used at the time of the Romans. So that's my plan for this afternoon. So first of all, the criminal supervision was really good. We discussed things like insanity, automatism and intoxication, like I said, and it did help to clarify a few things that I felt like needed to be clarified. And yes, I was going to tell you why I had my constitutional supervision yesterday rather than today, and the reason for that is I am going to a formal, hence the formal attire. But this is at Jesus College rather than here, and the reason for that is it's a formal. I'm going to be meeting up with other YouTubers. So I think there are about 10 or more than 10. I'm not quite sure how many other Cambridge YouTubers there are, but we're going to meet up and have a formal there, which is going to be brilliant. So for those who've watched their channels, people like Paige and Astrid are going to be there, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it, ever since it was announced. So that should be good. I'll be heading down there now because I am going to walk there, and the reason why for that is because I need to purchase a bottle of wine. We need to we can bring our own wine if we want to. I'm going to. So I'll do that. I'll get there. We've got a meet outside the Port's Lodge for 7:10. So we'll do that, and I'm just really looking forward to it. This was the menu. I had the mackerel for starter, the pork for main, and the ginger cake for dessert, and I can definitely say it was delicious. And this is where we had our formal, as you can see, it is quite a lovely formal hall. Not as big as Homerton's, but it was still nonetheless just a fantastic place to be in.
Hi, Kieron. I think Renaissance Man watches your videos as well. So, can I say hi to Renaissance Man? Hi, Renaissance Man. Thank you for all your comments on my videos and Page's videos. We love them.
I've just come back from formal at Jesus College, and I must say it was fantastic. The food on that menu you just saw, it was delicious. It was just fantastic. So we had our 3-course meal as part of the formal, which was nice. It was just a good atmosphere and good to get to know each other a little bit more. And then we went to J Bar, which is part of a little bar social gathering area, which was nice as well. And one of the persons there actually bought us drinks, which was very nice. I had a nice gin tonic, which was lovely. It was just fantastic. And I just want to give a big thanks to Astrid and Paige, who especially just for organising it and just allowing us to come together for this film. It was just fantastic. So thank you so much. And I will have a link hopefully to more. I'll try and get a link to all of the all the other YouTubers that were there in the description below. So do subscribe to them, and they are just fantastic people, really nice people. So subscribe. Why haven't you not subscribed already? Go and subscribe to them. I'm sure they would appreciate that. It's just been a fantastic night. Just really good. Got a cup of tea there. I'll have that. Probably start putting the clips onto my Mac, so it's obviously ready to edit, and that video will be coming out soon. Obviously it'll be out by the time you see this, obviously. But that's what I'll get on with. But yes, it's the end of another week. I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. I do hope you have. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to keep up to date. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links to them will be in the description below as well. Don't forget to leave any comments if you've got any questions, queries, anything you just want to point out, anything you enjoyed about the video. Just put it in the comment section below. And don't forget to follow me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here. I appreciate that. And also, if you missed my last vlog, you will find a link here. So click on that so you can keep on this journey through Lent term. But